you start moving the head and it starts moving around instead of just being the arm.
Just keep holding it?
Yeah, it should be just this.
Yeah.
You're just worried about that rotation here. And sometimes you just start moving and it gets going. That's everybody.
Yeah.
Especially tired. Good. Keep the head still. Rotate up. Nice. We talked about the glycogen with the stim machine because it eats glycogen to get out of the system on the dry out. Get nasty, B.
Yeah.
You got one more set there, B.
What's up, big dog?
Oh, what's up? We were just talking about tax returns and paperwork. Expensify?
Expensify.
Anybody using Expensify instead of QuickBooks? Start with the right arm. Bryce doing week 2 of dry out.
Bryce out here looking half natty.
Half natty. Pull it up, pull it up. Hand in the middle, put it down, grab the hand in the middle, keep that dumbbell flat, go. All the way, get it, twist, nice. Shoulder popping. You guys let us know what body fat you think he's at.
What's up, Kenton? What's up, Frankie?
Let's go.
The
Let's
four
go.
horsemen.
Nice. Good. Keep the head still. Rotate up. Nice. Good.
What about the head? Why?
Because you get into a tendency of when you're lifting, especially when you're tired, is that you start moving the head and it starts moving around instead of just being the arm.
Just keep hoeing it?
Yeah, it should be just this.
Yeah.
You're just worried about that rotation here. And sometimes you just start moving and it gets going. That's everybody.
Yeah.
Especially tired. Today's last workout on dry out week. Competing Saturday. Today would be your last one. You might want to do a little posing and stuff tomorrow. For him, we went really hard last week. So this week we're going to pull it really back. So trained yesterday, trained today, and you can see he's got 10 seconds back in.
Look at that. Yeah.
Hyperextension, let's go.
Look at that.
Woo-wee.
Half natty humanoid.
Let's go.
Hypers.
So we did some lats. That was the heavy movement today. No deadlifts or anything like that because it's just, at this stage, it's just getting the glycogen out. Oh, and we talked about that. We talked about the glycogen with the stim machine because it eats glycogen to get out of the system on the dry out. And I will try that next year sometime. So that would be an interesting thing to try. Nice B. So yesterday we did,
See how he said next year he'll try it? So next week he's gonna try it out.
I ain't trying to take my glycogen out.
You
I'm
ready?
done. I am done the next 3 months.
No,
I am eating.
no, the transformation with Bryce is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts.
Chest up, B.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Fuck yeah.
What's his body fat? What's his body fat,
What's the
folks?
body fat, guys? Let us know. Let us know what the body fat is.
Hit the res shot. Do the bicep like Mo does.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, that's toxic. Show him the backside.
Yeah.
But turn around back.
Back to me.
There you go. Now
Yeah.
there you go.
Bam.
Oh.
Anybody order chicken fingers? Huh?
What's up with that?
Fuck
Shit. B, where's your phone?
Nice.
I gotta
Body
get
fat, guys. What's up?
Body fat. What's his body fat? And remember this. His body fat was at 23 when we started the process change. So it was 23. So what is it now?
Kendrick, you're lucky I can't mute you on the phone. I can only block you.
Ooh,
Jeez, that's the shot.
Mo and Rez got
Yeah,
his
yeah,
dog
what's
out
up,
right
man?
there. Okay, back in.
Bam, Jeremy Davis was happening.
Jeremy don't know what those cuts are.
Jeremy don't know about them cuts.
Jeremy showed up, man. Lost all of his cuts. Steve Pack snagged all of his cuts. Let's go. Hey, come around the backside just to show his hamstrings. No, from your side. Go, Bryce.
Oh yeah.
When your hamstrings have a peak, you see that coming down the side of it? So you want to know why a guy can squat when he's 50 years old? Strong hamstrings and glutes. And we were talking about that because we were talking about this morning, Aaron, who's getting ready for this Marvel movie. He has a little banged up knee, and I'm trying to explain to him that it's not his knee that's banged up, it's his hamstrings and glutes that are weak.
Usually the hams. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the counterbalance. Your elbow's bad biceps. So Bryce still has healthy knees because of the fact of those hamstrings that he has. And we also power squat. You guys see the change up on the squats. There you go. So we got to get rid of the glycogen. All right, back in. So remember, the glycogen kind of keeps those muscles full. He's going 3 gallons of water today. Sauna, cardio this morning, cardio again later today with sauna again. You guys know how the dry out goes. If you guys are going to do the dry out first of the year to get the metabolism going, kick ass on that. Nice B. So you see how he's laying forward, but the hamstrings are still popping out. Good hamstrings. Good B. Squeeze it up with the elbows too. Elbows go back at the top. There you go. A couple more like that. Up and over. We were talking earlier today about the Groundhog Day. You get up, you go, you get up, you go. Same thing day in and day out. And I said, I'm okay with that. Nice B. So I think Bryce is one of those people too that...
Sheesh.
And he does a modification of that where it's just the 3 days relative to the full cycle of the power bodybuilding. Because the main focus for him is to be able to do this 3 days a week, get better, get stronger, and do these changes. I love lifting too much, so I can't do the 3 days.
Oh, right.
But I recommend, if you could, 4 days of lifting, 3-4 days of lifting, less wear and tear on the body, you're still getting in the workouts. Nice, come on. Think about this, Jeffrey, I think you can talk about this too, is when we did the reverse plan, nice B. We talked about how we had to cut everybody back.
Right.
and they already had a problem with getting cut back
Yeah.
and being pulled down percentage wise.
Monsters.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing is we did years of more than 3 days of lifting every week.
But during
And I
those
built a
times,
foundation.
we still did times where we deloaded. We took time to recover
Yeah.
on all those. And so what I'm trying to explain to them is that I asked them all this last month to back down. And their back down compared to what you do was still twice as much work as you do. And it was hard to get them to go to that much. And so imagine me saying, okay, now cut that reverse plan down in half again. They'd be like, no way. And it's like, I understand that because I have a problem doing that. But in the perfect world, you create the perfect, how Mona trains, how Bryce trains right now, less wear and tear on the body.
Right. Right.
It's just, there has to be what's the word, Jeffrey?
Balance?
It's not a balance.
Compromise?
No, it's a, what would be the metaphor for White Groundhog Day? Besides him trying to be a good person, what was it? The continuous, just the same pattern over and over again. What would that be called?
Consistency.
Groundhog Day.
You don't know it.
Consistency.
Well, it's not consistency. We're all consistent, but they're doing more days. knowing that less is more.
Yeah.
It just really comes down to just.
It's like a perfect balance. It's like really not is you're improving by having patience and not overdoing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
that's.
I don't know
think
the
what it's
exact
gonna-
word, but it's like a pinnacle of like balance of.
Somebody
not
wrote
having to
down.
do more.
Okay, give your relationship a date night once a week, all right, and then maybe once a week on the weekend. Well, some relationships, I want to see her every night. Okay, so it's now you set up your life in a way. In a perfect world, 3 days, do the fucking eating right every single day, and then that's a perfect training. So it's a less wear and tear on the body, but still getting it in. But that's a perfect level, and I'm not perfect. I love training. I mean, I'll train twice a day if I could.
Right.
And so, listen to what I say.
Well, you're satisfying yourself versus optimizing.
Yeah.
And you're doing a perfect balance of the two, though, to the best that you can. Because, hey, there's no way around it. I'm training 12 days in a row. Sorry, that is it. But I'm going to train 12 days in a row in the most efficient ways possible by making sure I do everything else as perfect as
Best I
possible.
can, because I know, and I think that's why my diet's always perfect, because I know what I'm doing training wise. And again, it's
Rational,
rational is a great word. Rational is a great word.
prudent,
Ooh.
Prudent. Isn't it
sensible,
prudent? Sensible. Yeah. Okay.
well adjusted.
Yeah.
It's almost like you can't like something too much. That's a weird thing, because that's what they always say. Everything in
Moderation.
Moderation. It's like you can have some chocolate if you do it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You can
Back
have-
in B.
You can have a little
Last
bit of rain energy.
Jeffrey's receptors
Oh,
are shot.
Done, dude. Done.
Oh, so I did some research on sleeping, caffeine intake,
Okay.
and also like me and Daniel talked about this.
Tell me the conclusion of your research that was conducted.
It's yes, you can fall asleep. It's not the point about you falling asleep. It's about the kind of sleep that you have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So when your receptors are shot, or you're having caffeine and then you go fall asleep, it's a different kind of sleep.
Oh okay.
And so this goes back to a
Do
discussion.
you
I had
mean
with-
immediately after having caffeine and sleeping, or just in general?
In general.
when that situation.
if you have it too close to sleep?
Right.
And so that's why it's always like that second fat burner should be around 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Caffeine should be around 2 o'clock. At least a 10-hour span or 8-hour span, at least
Right.
before bed.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why is, and also for all of you that have a glass of wine at night, myth, incorrect studies. No, it is not good for you.
Oh.
The one glass of wine at night. So there's a difference between falling asleep and sleeping compared to medicated and sleeping.
Yeah.
So you know how people take night medicine and or have a drink, it makes me relax and go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's a different type of sleep,
Right.
and there's the different stages of sleep. And so what happens is with the caffeine, you keep coming up out of the sleep, which is not good. Wine is the same way, and it's also wine again is a which unfortunately is a diuretic in a sense.
Oh yeah.
And
It is.
so
yeah, alcohol will.
yes, so all these things, even one glass, because he was going back to this incredible sleep doctor was talking about all these studies, and so it was just cool to hear that and go, okay, I need to make sure that my second fat burners are, because I go to sleep at 7 at night, so I got to get, which is works out good for me, I got to stop it at 10 or 11. Which is fine, because my first fat burner is at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
B, last set here.
I know, Adam. It seems like Bryce's transformation happened in no time at all, but I don't think Bryce
when
feels.
you blink your eyes.
Yeah, right. When you're watching it that way, it's like wow, just yesterday.
That's a great point, because they don't see.
Yeah, day in and day out.
Wait a minute, I thought he was just, and now he's all sliced.
Yeah.
That's how fast time goes.
That's
guys.
how fast it can happen. Yeah, exactly.
That's one I think the big thing is people 6 months. Oh, I don't want to do it. And then everybody else does it. And then that guy in 6 months is like going, shit, you guys look incredible.
Right. It could have been along for the ride. You don't know about brownie-induced sleep.
Brownie-induced sleep.
You don't know about the brownies, Mike.
Nice. We might have to get that peak on the back, dog. Might have to get that, Bryce. All right, jump out. Let's rack that dumbbell.